Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm here to react to my own DIY project. Now, as some of you might have seen in previous shorts videos, that I had made a DIY hay bin using a laundry basket. So, initially it started off as your regular looking laundry basket, and all I did was cut this hole out. And then I would have this whole area contained for the hay. So there's several things that are wrong with it, and why I actually do not recommend using this exact product. So for starters, when you cut the plastic out, it can leave some sharp edges. So unless you have a good, decent file so that you can file down the edges so that they're not sharp, then your piggy, if they rub up against it, they can get scratched. So that's never any fun. So the second thing is, I had put duct tape around here to protect the guinea pigs from potentially getting injured or scratched because of the sharp edges. Now here's the problem. If you look very closely, they have started trying to chew on it. So yeah, I did remove this, and it's just been sitting in my hallway for over a week now. And I've been trying to figure out what to actually do with it. I don't want them chewing on plastic, but I certainly don't want them chewing on the tape, because the glues that are used on the tape could potentially be poisonous. And then I thought I was, being smart by getting creative and using a metal mesh fencing in replacement of the original plastic part of the basket. Now, it definitely does not look aesthetically pleasing, but does it do the function? Yes. However, another problem is, again, if you look closely, the guinea pigs were starting to chew on some of the tape. And even though they're not accessing this outer part, they are mostly on the inner part. You, once again, on the inside, have the sharp edges over here that they could potentially hurt themselves. So, while this is a very inventive idea, it is definitely not the most practical or ideal. And so I was using this in Ramona and Casper's cage. I have since changed it out, and I'm now using just a plain regular cat litter box. I will quickly show you. So I line it with a bath mat at the bottom, and then I just contain their pile of hay in there. These are Ramona and Casper are my two most tidiest guinea pigs that I have, so that method for hay works for them. I will eventually be trying that out with the rest of the guinea pigs as time goes on, but in case anybody did see the short video I did and wanted to try using something like this to contain the hay, while it's a great idea, it's not recommended because of that reason. So, if you wanted to do something like this, and you have a large enough enclosure, and it's not going to really take up too much of their floor space, if you have a solid, clear bin, you could potentially do something of that kind. And if you wanted to have extra ventilation, maybe just cut a little bit on the top and use something like this. But I don't think it would be fully necessary. Ow, see, I just hurt myself. Even with the tape that's sharp. So, and that was a zip tie that I poked me. So I can just imagine the guinea pigs, or even let alone the skinny pigs, with no fur to protect them. So, yeah. This was very inventive, but not ideal. So, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with this at this point. I don't know if I want to just keep this and have it around for like maybe floor time and just have it as like a little hidey, maybe. They don't get floor time every day, so maybe it could be used for that purpose. I really don't know what I want to do with it. I feel like if I just throw it out or put it in the recycling, that it's potentially a waste because there could be a use for it somewhere, somehow. But, yeah, I just wanted to kind of share that little reaction to my own DIY project with you. The thought was there, but it was not the most ideal. When I first did it, it was more or less to try out the hay bin theory to see if it would work for my guinea pigs and which ones it would work best with. For Ramona and Casper, they mostly literally hide under the hay. They don't really lay on top of all the hay. So for them, having a litter bin or a litter tray with the hay pile, it works perfectly because I don't get too much hay going to waste that way. And even if I did, I get the hay by the bale, so it's not a big deal. Now, with my herd, if I do the hay pile, no matter how big the hay pile, they always go right on top of it and use it as a bed. So while it's cozy and warm and comfy for them as a bed, they're not really getting enough supply of fresh, clean hay to eat. So I would still have to find another method to use to supply fresh hay for them. And with my trio, it would be very similar because I've got the skinny pigs who pee and poop like twice as much as the regular pigs. So I don't think that would work for them. Or if it would, once again, I'd have to have a secondary method for fresh hay. And while Bruno is perfectly content with his hay bag, he's got a ton of supply of hay, no matter what. Yeah, so that is that. If any of you have any ideas on how I can improve this and still use it as a hay bin without potentially harming the guinea pigs, then let me know. Comment down below, let me know. For now, I guess it's just going to still sit around until I can figure out what I could potentially use this for without wasting it or, throwing it away. But yeah. I hope you enjoyed my reacting to my own project. And I will talk to you all in the next video. Bye, everyone.